If I had a microphone, it would probably even be a better demo. Hey everybody, it's Richard at Bright Music Center, and I'm here today to talk to you about the TF Series mixers from Yamaha. This is their newest line of digital mixers that Yamaha has brought out, following up the 01V96 that has been out for years. This is the new version of that digital mixer. It comes in 3 platforms. It comes as a TF1, which is 16 channels, the TF3, that's 24 channels, and the TF5, that is a whopping 32 channels. With the extra digital snake that they offer, you can actually get the TF5 up to 40 inputs simultaneously. So that's a very cool thing and a very affordable mixer. Like all digital mixers, it has all of your features built into it. It's got compressors and gates on every channel. It's got 31 bands of EQ on the outputs, on all your outputs, and that includes all your auxiliaries. So you have all the processing power that you need to get your mix set up and sounding great. Some features that Yamaha has that the other ones don't have. Yamaha does feature the Dan Dugan auto mixing on your first 8 channels. And if you've never experienced auto mixing, or if you don't know what auto mixing is, it is a wonderful thing for both church services and also for meetings and for a bunch of other applications. It basically shuts off a microphone that's not in use and leaves the other ones open to be used. But you can't hear the gate open, you can't hear it close. It's very seamless, and it makes your mix even better. Gets you a lot more gain before feedback. Nice things that Yamaha does that also other mixers do not have is they've made it really simple for the operator. So if you have volunteers in your organization, or you have people that aren't as familiar with running sound, they make it really simple for you to be able to set up mix very easily. Yamaha's made it very simple to set gain structure and everything on this board. So one of the most frustrating problems and one of the harder things to understand in mixing is getting to unity gain. The way that Yamaha's set it up, if you're guitar players, you'll notice that it looks very similar. It actually looks like a guitar tuner. So as you start talking into the microphone, you can see that the lights start lighting up. What you're looking for is that light in the middle to light up green when you're going. So that's just like a guitar tuner, right? So when you're on the green, you're in tune. It's the same principle here. When the light's hitting the green, that is your unity gain coming in from the mixer. So that actually makes it very easy for a board operator that's never done anything before. Very easy to set. They've also moved that into the EQs. So if you look at the EQ section, it's a 4-band parametric EQ. So very functional, very great. But how do I set a 4-band parametric EQ? Well, for vocals, there's all things that sound guys do all the time that right off the bat. Like the first thing you do is you put a a high pass filter in. And so by just starting to turn the knob, it will automatically put a high pass filter in. As you move around, it'll actually start doing other cuts and little pushes. So all you're going to do is roll the knob until it starts sounding good to you, and you're going to be pretty close to what that sound is going to be good for the room, which is awesome. Now, you also have full use of the EQ too. So if you want to make a change by turning off the one knob, you can now make any change you want. And the nice thing with the TF series of mixers is that this is a full touch screen. So it's not just, you can touch points and things like that, but you can actually move frequencies around on the board. You can actually grab and pinch to make the cue smaller. So you can do everything right on the board. It also comes with a fully functional RTA that you can see there moving. So you can actually see what the signal path is of the microphone coming into the board, which is also very helpful. Moving along to the gates. Gates work the same way. You can turn on the gate. It also works with a one knob. You can turn it to be as hard or as soft as you'd like. Plus you can make your own changes from there. Setting the knee, setting the attack and the hold and all that. When you go to the compressor, also one knob. So as I said, for a volunteer or somebody that's not used to running sound all the time, it's the perfect situation for them to be able to get in and get a sound that's going to be close to being great. There's presets on every channel, so you can set up for male vocals, female vocals, kick drum, snare drum, all that kind of stuff. It's going to set all the EQ, all the gates, all the compressors the way that are pretty close to get you a good mix, which is really awesome. The TF series mixers also include 2 effects processors that you can set reverbs and delays based on any channel. Comes with 20 auxiliaries. You have 8 mono and then another 6 aux on the board, which is easily adaptable just to get to just by pushing the button on the side of the board. Nice thing is that everything is motorized so you can exactly see where things are. As all the digital mixers are these days, you can control them with an iPad. So it does come with the iPad app. So the iPad app looks pretty much the same as the window above. It's just in a handheld form. You do need a wireless router to get this going, but anything I do on the iPad is going to be immediately transferred over to the board. As you can see, the sliders move back and forth. You can change gains. You can do whatever you want from the control surface. You can actually connect up to 10 iOS devices to this unit. Now the RTA on this, you can see, is a little bit different. The RTA that it's seeing here is actually the microphone on the iPad itself. Nice thing with that is if something is feeding back or something is a little hot as far as frequency goes, you can actually see it very easily, notch it out, and that'll change the curve of the room, which is very awesome. There are a couple stereo inputs on the Yamaha TF board. The iPad input's actually very helpful. You can actually plug an iPad directly into the TF5 and play back anything that is on the iPad. You can also record onto a memory stick or a thumb drive or whatever the kids are calling them these days. You can actually record the 2-track mix. It does come with Steinberg software that will actually let you record up to 32 channels simultaneously, so you can actually have a full complete mix coming out of your board. In a church situation or in a school situation, you can lock down different layers, so you can actually say, okay, fine, you can't change the EQ, you can't change the gain, or you can give people complete access to the board. By channel, it's actually a very cool feature with this board, is that you can name every channel and it will come up in the LED strip. So like this first channel here, I could name Bob, and you can see the name changed there to Bob. And then I can also color it whatever color I want to be. So I can make my drums all one color, I can make my instruments all one color, and that way I can see them very easily. And if I want to assign them all to a DCA, I can do that and have one slider for everything. So that's a quick overview in the Yamaha TF series of mixers. If you have any questions, give us a call or stop by the store. Thanks a lot.
You should subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's going to be pretty dope. So we're going to be putting new content out every single week. That's pretty amazing. So just click that subscribe button. Oh my gosh! It's gonna be pretty cool. And don't forget to hit that bell. We'll see you later.